Valley for the first time in 2 years. Architecture students compete to build structures they can sleep in, then stay overnight in Poly Canyon. They had 3 weeks to prepare for today.
How easy it maneuvers.
Guys, it's raining.
Grab that side, we'll put it on top of there.
Destiny.
Yeah, it's raining.
Destiny, maybe we
For Joy of Habitation, we have Team Lux Eterna from College of the Sequoias.
Des is a pursuing architect major, as you can see. She also loves doing art, which she's amazing at. She's a genuine down-to-earth woman who has been through a lot of obstacles and challenges in her life, but it didn't let her define who she was going to be. She fell rock bottom, but she got back up. As you'll see in these first clips in the intro from the interview on what was really going on. I hope you could stay around and stay tuned, because this is a very inspiring, touching story, and it may give you a different perspective on life. Much love, and let's get into this. Let's get it.
My jobs, you know, like I just was doing all bad, okay? It was to a point where I got kicked out, and I was trying to like figure myself out, and at that point in time, next thing I know, I'm handcuffed in the back of a police car, and there was an inmate down the way. She was on her bunk, and a lot of people were like surrounded by her, like, oh, that's cool, like, what is that, you know? And she had floor plans in her hand, and it was just like a bunch of stuff from Revit Architecture. It's like a architecture software that even architects use today. And I was just like, I want to get into that too. And she was like, just talk to this correctional officer. When I showed my dad like my personal statement to get into University of Oregon, and when I showed him the paper that I wrote for the scholarship, he was like, I don't know if you should put that you went to prison. And I was just like, listen, I'm not going to lie about it. I'm going to be completely honest. I just want to be a good influence to not only like my family, like my siblings and even my parents, but I want to be an influence to a lot of people that think like they can't do it. You know, you can. Doesn't matter your race, your background, anything. You know, you can do it.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Adventurous Mike. I just don't know how adventurous I am. I know my name is Mike though, so anyways, we got my homegirl Des here. I do want to thank her for inviting me in open arms to Eugene, Oregon. She helped me out, guided me around a little bit. We went out, had fun. You guys probably saw, if this doesn't come out before, you guys probably saw the videos of the Colorado Oregon game, more like the Oregon game, that's it. And and like us going out and doing the I Love Latina sign and everything. So for Hispanic Heritage Month. But hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not gonna talk too much about what she's gonna get into, but first I'm gonna let her just introduce herself, what she does, and then from there we'll kind of go deeper into like how she came up and how she got to where she's at now.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. My name is Destiny. I am from California, from the Central Valley, 559-661. I go to University of Oregon. I'm an architect major. I do architecture, photography, a lot of art, like on the side.
Want to know like how you got to the point you're at now. Like, how did you get to Oregon? How did you? Because you're coming from another state. How did you get to Oregon? How did you get to going to school? How did you get into architecture? How did you do all that stuff? You know, you could tell either step by step or just have a brief summary of it, whatever it is. But we just want to know, especially as a woman, because it's hard in a business world to do certain stuff as a woman. I've seen it myself with my moms, so I just want to know how you got to this point, and from there, you know, you kind of tell us the ins and outs maybe.
So like a lot of people will ask me, well, how'd you find architecture? And truth is, like, I found it in prison. Okay. And there's still some people that I know that don't know about this, so if you're watching this, like yeah, now you know.
Inspirational though. That's pretty inspirational.
Yeah, and I don't let my past define my future. Everyone makes mistakes, so it's like, exactly.
My future, baby. That's why I came out with it.
Nope, like, you know, I had a normal like high school life and everything. when I decided to go to college, my first major was business, but that didn't work out. Like, I'm not really into the whole accounting thing. Those accounting classes are hard, let me tell you. Going to college for about a year, and then I moved in with a boyfriend when I was like 18.
Okay.
And not gonna lie, like, we did a lot of drugs and whatnot, and he actually died from like heart failure. Rest in peace, Ivan.
Sorry to hear
But
that.
yeah, he was a cool dude. He wasn't a bad dude. Like, you know, things happen for a reason, and you know, my mental health really like deteriorated after that. Finding love, or searching for love, I should say, all in the wrong places. And after that happened, a few months after that, I decided to go to a fall term at the community college that I went to for architecture. I started, at that point, my next major was fashion design. And when I started fashion design, I was trying to do a clothing line called Sari, which is why it's tattooed on my face.
Okay.
Don't ever get a face tattoo, y'all, unless you know.
Unless you become a rapper, right?
Yeah, let's not go down that route, because that's, yeah.
All I've heard rappers say is, I got a face tattoo, so I know I'm committed to it.
And you know what? Let me get into that after I say this, but like, went to school for fashion design, and when I was there, that's when I found the next dude, and that's who I took charges for. But, you know, in a short, you know, long story short, he was a rapper, and I started rapping at that time too. So I got back into the life of drugs and stuff again, and started partying. Failed a lot of classes. My GPA went from like a 3.9 to like a 2.0, doing all bad. And then so I was rapping for a minute, and then I lost a lot of my jobs. You know, like I just was doing all bad. Okay, it was to a point where I got kicked out, and I was trying to like figure myself out. And at that point in time, next thing I know, I'm handcuffed in the back of a police car. And my ex-dude, he was my boyfriend, was like, Destiny, please just like take all the charges for me. I got a son and like all this. So I loved the dude. And not gonna lie, I was on drugs at that time too. So I was just like, okay, anything for you, you know, like, and I felt bad for his kids. So if you're listening to this motherfucker, no, I'm just kidding. Damn. Anyways, so after that, went to the prison, and it was probably like my last few months there, and there was an inmate down the way. She was on her bunk, and a lot of people were like surrounded by her, like, oh, that's cool, like, what is that, you know? And she had floor plans in her hand, and it was just like a bunch of stuff from Revit Architecture. It's like a architecture software that even architects use today. And I was just like, I want to get into that too. And she was like, just talk to this correctional officer and he'll get you in. And so this dude, when I asked him, I was like, hey, like, I want to join the Revit program. He was like, well, Martinez, like, why? Why do you want to join it so bad? And it was crazy to see his facial expression when I was just like, because while I'm here, I want to learn something. Mm-hmm. I don't want to like just be here to sit here and, you know, wait. And he got me in. I got certifications right there on my wall. And then after that, I went back to school. So I got out January 2019. And August of that year is when I joined College of the Sequoias. And I went back to get that other certificate for Revit. It's crazy because my time there, I had a really good time. Yeah. I got second place in a design competition. I mean, I know I got second, not first, but still, you know, like, I felt validated, bruh.
Especially when you're at your lowest, you know, you want to feel like you're appreciated.
Right.
And at that time, like, fucking 10th would have been like, oh, at
right.
least they noticed something, you know?
Right.
Like,
yeah. So I felt really validated, and not only that, like, I also had this design Cal Poly Design Village, a competition where all the architecture schools in California get together at Cal Poly SLO, and you go onto the hill that they have. You gotta walk all your supplies up there. Our team had like the heaviest structure, I feel like, and we rolled it up the hill. And we built it, and we ended up winning a judges award. So even working as a team, that showed a lot. That same month also was the time that I was like applying, or no, I was waiting for University of Oregon and the other colleges that I applied to get back to me to see if I got in. And I also applied for a $20,000 scholarship at that time. And let me tell you, when I showed my parents my dad. My dad, he's a big inspiration. I'll get back to that later. But when I showed my dad like my personal statement to get into University of Oregon, and when I showed him the paper that I wrote for the scholarship, he was like, I don't know if you should put that you went to prison. And I was just like, listen, I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm gonna be completely honest to them. And it's the struggle that I went through. That's how I found architecture. That's like how it came into my life. That's how I found my purpose. So you know what? If they like it, they like it. If they don't, oh well. I got the scholarship. I also got into University of Oregon, and I truly appreciate the fact that like yeah, I fucked up in the past, and like I wasn't even raised to be that person, you know, like they didn't raise me to be like that, you know. I just surrounded myself with the wrong people at the wrong time, and I just feel like not a lot of youngins realize that, you know, who you surround yourself with really does make a difference, and it really does take a toll on mental, spiritual, you know, everything. And I feel like you gotta surround yourself with good people with good intentions, good mindsets.
That's really impactful and inspirational, just because we come up on here a lot, and like I'm interviewing people that are trying to do stuff that doesn't have to do with school.
Right.
And I don't ever want to paint a bad picture on school. We try to tell people like, you don't need it, but if there's something you want to do out there that involves school, go for it. You know, just make sure you do your research. You did your research. You made sure you were in the right place, right time, doing the right things, you know?
You know, I feel like I have to go to school to get a degree, because after I got out looking for a simple job, just so that I can start, so I could buy my little car that I bought right after I got out. I worked for that, you know, and I worked at a warehouse, and it was really hard for me. I applied to like 12 places, dude, and that's why like when I meet younger people, I'm just like, sometimes they're doing stupid shit. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you have no record, you know, like you're just lollygagging, you know. Get your ass up, go, you know, take advantage of the fact that the possibilities are like literally endless for you. People like me, you know, like when you get out, you feel like you're stuck in a way, and it's crazy because so when I got locked up, my mugshot was all over the news, Facebook, newspaper. The whole town knew me. Like, and they recognized me when I got out too. But long story short, like on Facebook, so many people commented on my mugshot and were like, damn, she ruined her life at 21. At that point, yeah. But it's good to like look back and be like, you know, everyone who was like, she's done. Like, her life is over. Like, she fucked up. A lot of them are in my DMs now saying, congratulations, you've been through a lot, and I'm just, but you can't let like the negative talk from other people like mess with you. No, for sure. You gotta push through it too. I know there's a lot of people out there that like, for one, they don't know the actual reasoning behind certain things. So like they can see that you were in the mugshot and probably thought that was you that did it, but little do they know behind the scenes that you were taking something for someone else. So some might actually feel like, oh, she's stupid, blah blah, but some might be like, dang, like
that's unfortunate. 21-year-old girl, and she's done. And maybe in some ways they might mean it in a negative way, in other ways they might mean it like, dang, that's unfortunate. And hopefully those people that did hit you up are the ones that are like saying, dang, I'm glad she got out of whatever she was in. Hopefully it was in a more positive term. But we do try to push positivity. We bring up the negative to let you guys know, like, yes, there's gonna be negativity no matter what. You can be doing the best thing in the world, and someone's gonna say something bad, no matter what.
Sometimes it's even family too.
Oh, for sure. No, I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of the time, the people closest to you, and they see you doing better, see you change and all, they don't like that because they didn't change. So they see you try to do something good for yourself. Yeah. It's hard for them to like come into action of supporting and stuff. But other than that, it's inspirational to hear certain things that you said. So we have lovely Des here. First, I want to talk a little bit about her art, because I have the best art, better than yours.
I'm weak.
Me, on the other hand, I have the best stick figures in the world, and I know how to color. I don't know about you, but I do want to see some of your art. She is an artist. That's her, like, I'm gonna say that's like your therapy, your therapeutic, your hobby, the thing that you. But if you guys want to buy some art, she can also do that. So whatever you need her to paint or make, she got you. All right, she got you. But may I see some of your art? Can I see that art?
So I got this one right here.
I don't know if you guys can see, but
yeah,
right there she made.
it's really pretty. And then this is a architectural piece that I did at College of the Sequoias. Perspective alternatives. Yeah, that's a very.
I'm gonna be post. You guys probably see in the beginning or whenever I plug it in, but I'm gonna be posting a video of her doing one of her pieces that she's still working on. But it's a big piece. It looks pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. She has it up in her room. I'm looking up to her right now. But yeah, I'm fascinated by people who could do like creative stuff like that. I think it's pretty interesting. I think this is my creative outlet. Like trying to like make videos and create is more digital, but it's hard. It's hard. Like, no, I'm just saying, like, it's hard in general, like, to have that creative outlook on anything. Right. Because I know when you get an architect job, how you get architect, maybe intern, or get around those people. I know that Oregon is one of the best architecture schools, from what I've heard. So I just want to know, for the people and for everyone else who might want to get into it, how do you like surround yourself around that, and then maybe even get paid doing what you love,
Yeah. So first of all, like, what fascinates me is just like the way we think whenever we enter a building, like what our brain feels, how we feel in a space. And then also like how just people move in a building. I think that's why we create spaces the way we do, is so that the people that are in them, they can feel whatever the architect wants them to feel in a building. I feel like that's what design is all about, just, making a house feel more homey. I've studied and I've like read up on a certain architect who basically designed like a house around like a certain type of thing that the client was really passionate about, and like it was like very close to them. So the way he did that was he like made like a skylight on the roof, and anytime like the sun hit at a certain time on a certain day, the sunlight was coming in and shining on that special object that the client, so things like that. And I don't know what kind of architecture I want to get into just yet. I did have an opportunity to work with an architect back home in Cali, but he didn't like let me take the job because he was going through some stuff. You know, architects, it's not easy being an architect and having your own firm. It's a lot of work, and I mean, I don't know where my career is gonna go just yet. I'm going with the flow. You know, I like to enjoy. It's all about the journey, not the destination. I also do architecture photography on my Instagram, and one of my pictures just got into a magazine here in Oregon for all the libraries in Oregon. So I was able to have my picture put in there, and that was cool. I waited a year for that to happen, but I wasn't even expecting it to happen, you know? Like, I take those pictures for me because I like the angles, the pictures go hard, you know, and I love it. Like, I like to see buildings, and I don't care if I look like a tourist. I still take pictures around here in Eugene of buildings, of the track at Hayward Field, and I don't care if I look city standing in the middle of the road and there's a car coming and they're all like honking at me and shit. Y'all can wait or run my ass over. No. But I'm weak. Well, yeah, but yeah, I love it.
To this quick speed round. When you tie your shoe, do you tie your shoes with 2 loops or 1 loop? two bunny loops or 1 bunny loop?
Oh my gosh, that's silly. I got 1.
Do you find people who tie with 2 weird?
No, they just want an extra support, a little extra support in there.
I got told that anyone that ties their shoes with 2 bunny loops has OCD.
I'm weak.
I do.
I love you.
I do.
That's so funny.
I do. Okay.
Some random questions. That's hilarious.
Okay. Would you rather die drowning or in a fire?
Damn, I'm drowning.
For sure.
Yeah.
Fire looks painful.
Yeah.
If you were to become an animal, what animal would it be?
I would say a panda. I like pandas.
Pandas are cool.
Have you seen them like fall off trees? That's just funny.
That's fucked up. She's like, that's definitely me. She's like, that's definitely me.
So clumsy.
She's like, that's me. That's a definition of me. I don't know. I've determined a lot of things. I would either be a pickpocketer monkey, those ones, the small ones that pick people's pockets. That would be me for sure. Or like a penguin. I'd be like waddling around. So I just went to the zoo last night and I saw penguins. Like, oh, that's me for sure. There was one like this. He was like he had his chest out. He looked like a essay, like a homeboy. He was like,
posted, straight posted.
he was like, what's up? I was like, relax, bro. I'm not pressing, no issue. Relax. If you're reincarnated into anything in this world, anything at all, it could be a person, it could be an animal, it could be something like abstract. What would it be?
A tree.
Why a tree?
They have so many layers, and they, you know, like they last forever.
Not if they're chopped down.
Huh?
Not if they're chopped down, especially in Oregon. You know, in Oregon. But
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I got you.
Tree of life, you know.
There's a lot of trees out here.
Yeah.
You know what I would be? Oh, you know what I'll be reincarnated as? A serial killer.
A serial killer.
Yeah, I'll come back.
That's a good one.
I would come back and kill all serial killers. Like that was my only objective, was to kill.
I remember we talked about this last night. Yeah.
That's my only objective.
A serial killer.
A serial killer. You think that's cool?
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I got the approval. I got approval from a lot of people. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, who's your celebrity crush?
Ooh. Let's see. Obviously Drake. I mean, we got the same birthday too. Drake, champagne poppy combination. You know what I mean?
Okay. No offense to Drake. I think Drake like toxic behind the scenes. I think he's like no. Yeah, I think Drake like put on a persona, but I think he's like crazy, like, no, don't leave me, don't, like that type of crazy.
Well, yeah, didn't you hear about that time when he bought like diamond, or like he made a diamond necklace out of all the diamonds that he said he was gonna like marry a girl? So like
No,
each time he
I
thought
did
he
not
was
hear
gonna
that.
marry a girl, he bought a ring, and all those rings he turned into a necklace.
That's fucking crazy.
I know.
That's psycho. That's psycho. That's a psycho ass dude.
Unless I'm like
No.
saying it wrong. I don't know.
No,
feel like that is a
I didn't. No, I just don't know. So
Oh,
if it
okay.
is,
Yeah.
that's pretty psycho. Who's your favorite artist?
Ooh, like music wise.
Yeah, music wise of all time, or at least one of your favorite artists of all time
I feel like.
in any genre.
Let's see. Dang, that's a tough one because there's so many. I feel like Drake.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's gonna be Drake. Anytime I play Drake, it's a good vibe.
Oh, so you like Toxic?
Ah,
It's
no
toxic. Anyways, what's your like favorite type of meal? Like, what's your favorite meal to eat?
I really like Alfredo, chicken Alfredo. Yes, chicken Alfredo. Yeah. I'll make it from scratch too, not no fucking jar shit. You know, whip this shit up.
Whip it up. Whip
And
it
this
up.
is a butter household.
She said.
Yup, I said, look at the wrist. Look at the wrist. Yup.
Okay, let me stop. Anyways, what's a hobby outside of art that you like to do? Like, what was it that you would?
Volleyball. I'll play like at the rec here sometimes. Volleyball is really fun. I just like go on little hot girl walks. Hiking's cool. This is one time I went hiking with a friend and she kind of like twisted her ankle and she like fainted on me.
What?
Yeah, dude. But hiking's cool. I like to be outdoors too. That's always fun.
Would you rather skydive or scuba dive?
Been skydiving before.
Would you rather go bungee jumping or scuba dive?
I would say probably bungee jumping.
So you're a heights person.
I like the thrill.
Yeah, I did too. I did everything in the ocean for the first time in Hawaii.
You been bungee?
No, that's the next on my list. I went skydiving. I went scuba diving. I went in a cage around sharks.
That
and
scares
shit.
me.
It scares me too. That's why I did it. That's why I did it.
The scuba diving in water scares me because like, what if I lose air? Is what like my initial reaction is.
Yeah, that's how I thought. So I was like, okay, everything scuba diving, you have to like be super calm, like everything, like really slow and slow breathing and stuff like that. So yeah, I was the same way. But you have instructors, beginning, blah blah. You know, you're not going like deep into the ocean and nothing like that. But anyways,
Looking for the submarine.
yeah, I did. I found it. I was on it.
I'm weak.
Anyways, what's something you fear?
I fear like getting murdered for real. Like, yeah, or like getting kidnapped. Not you know, like.
That should not happen out here. It happen anywhere.
This shit, you know, like.
Serial killers here, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. What if you were to get any car in the world? You got all the money in the world, and you get any car in the world. What car would that be?
I woke up in a new Bugatti. I feel like a nice little fast one, but I don't know if I could trust my heavy ass foot on that. On the gas pedal, gas pedal. But I really like just a decked out Jeep. I love Jeeps. I got my little Jeep, but a nice decked out Jeep, top off. That's cool. Or what's it? A Wagoneer? This is a Mercedes.
Oh, the G-Wagon?
Yeah, a Wagoneer.
G-Wagons look hard.
Yeah.
G-Wagons are hard for
What
sure.
about you?
So me personally, I was always fascinated with like the Jeep look and the Hummer and stuff like that growing up. It's unfortunate that they're not like the best cars, just like technical wise. But I always wanted I always said I would make. I think Chris Brown had one, but I would make like it's like an army type of fucking like Jeep / Hummer where you could go off-roading. You have it's bulletproof, and then it has like a whole bunch of like gadgets and shit. Like it's like a mini tank, that's legal to drive on the streets.
Did you know those like Jeeps can like go on an incline like this? I saw a video. I was like, this is amazing. Like,
There's built-in stuff where they have the air compressor inside, and you could release it, and the Jeep's tires or the Hummer or whatever, the tires go flat, so you can go on rocks and you can go off-roading and stuff. Yeah, they have like a whole bunch of stuff. I've seen it. That's like my dream car. Like, just have a customized everything, the wrap, everything. Like, make it look like it's like a fucking little military car, you know. So something like that. And then of course, you know, you might have like, if it was like a fancy car, I say I'm not into like super fancy cars or anything like that. I think some of them look nice. It's just the up maintenance. But if I were to get a real fancy car, I would honestly get a Rolls Royce. I like the old school Rolls Royces though. But yeah, if I were to get like a fancy one, but I probably wouldn't ever get that. I'm just not
is that the one
fascinated.
with the stars on top, or is that
That one. You could get those implemented in any car though. Yeah. But those come naturally in the car. But yeah, I'm gonna ask. We're gonna get 2 more questions in. The next question is, where do you want to see yourself 3-5 years from now? Like, what do you want to be doing? I know we live in the moment, but if you were to think and like, okay, like the road I'm down right now, I kind of want to see myself doing this or pursuing this and still having this on the side, or whatever the case may be. Where do you kind of see yourself going towards?
Yeah, so depending on like my architectural journey, I feel like maybe working in another country architecturally. I've met a few people who've done it. They work in Germany, they work in like Copenhagen, Dubai. Yeah, Dubai's dope. Dubai's dope. But just, you know, working with a lot of other nationalities, I feel like would be really cool to experience that, to work in a really good architectural company or architect firm. That'd be really dope.
Yeah. That's dope. And then anything with the art that you want to like pursue more into? Do you want to keep it more as a hobby, or like do you actually want to try and get your stuff out there?
Well, as far as getting into galleries and stuff, I've done it before. I feel like my art is more so for me, and that's why I create it. I don't create it to like make money off of it. I mean, if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Yeah. Like I made this jean skirt once for a company meeting. It's like a very fancy dinner, and I made this jean skirt and I look popping in it, so popping to where a good friend of mine reached out and was like, hey, name your price, I'll buy it off of you. Yeah. So like, you know, a lot of the things I just do them naturally because they fulfill me, and if they sell, they sell. And yeah, my art is up for sale, and like I said, like when people ask me to do something, it's a little harder for me to want to do it, you know, like, because my inspiration and my thoughts and like my creative process comes, you know, naturally. I don't really be like doing, you know, commission work, nothing like that. But, you know, if someone wants, you know, any piece of my art on my IG, hit me up. And a lot of it is for sale. If you'd like.
That's dope. I heard a saying, and it's something that I live by, and it was hard for me to accept that and like run with it, but I heard, if it feels like it's not a job and you love it and you're willing to not make money from it, you should probably pursue it.
Yeah. So
that's something I'm gonna give you, because that's kind of what I do. A lot of things that I do outside, other than like my cleaning business stuff, I don't really make too much money from it, you know. And it's opened up other avenues, it's opened up other ventures where I get to be in my creative space, but I love doing it and I'll do it for free. So, you know, that's just something I just want to give to you, and you know, for down the road, you know. But
and everyone else out there.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, people know the vibes of like wanting to be able to do something but are scared. Yeah. Just do it and see what happens.
That one Tyler Creator like sound, she's like, I'm scared, and he's like, but why? Yeah. But why? Just do it. Yeah,
I remember that. I
have a Instagram post with that sound.
Okay, that's dope. Yeah, I used to fuck with Tyler, but We're gonna wrap it up though. I just want to ask, is there anything else you want to say? We're gonna plug all your information already, so other than that, is there anything you want to tell the people out there? Anyone you want to shout out? Anything or anything at all?
Yeah. I just want to say, like, don't be afraid to go after your dreams, everyone. Even if you think, like, you know, I made a certain mistake just because, you know, started from the bottom, now we here. Yeah. No, but yeah, don't let your past define you. If you're watching and you know you're going through a tough time, you'll get through it. You know, this too shall pass, and it does. Don't let anyone tell you can't do something, not even if it's your parent or anything. You know, Pursuit of Happiness, that's a really good movie. I love, yeah, that's my dad's favorite movie. Shout out to my dad, for real, and my pops. Shout out, you know, like my family, everyone in my family, you know, all of my parents. I got 4 parents. I'm blessed, you know. Shout out to all of them for not giving up on me and whatnot, and they continue to, like, bring you know, everything to the table for me. They're awesome. You know, my siblings, I love all them, and I don't only, you know, like, I do this for myself, but also, like, I just want to be a good influence to not only, like, my family, like my siblings and even my parents, but I want to be an influence to a lot of people that think like they can't do it. You know, you can. Doesn't matter your race, your background, anything. You know, you can do it.
I appreciate you and your time doing this interview and all. Got a lot of information and outlook on certain things. So if you guys want, go follow her, go hit her up, go snatch her art up, everything and all.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike, for real. He's a G. Nah, this yeah, you're a G, dude.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate you too. You know, nothing but good vibes right here, you guys. He's a cool dude to be around, and thank you for, like, you know, coming out here and being yourself. It's really cool to be around people that are, like, genuine, you know. And
it don't come around a lot, so I feel you.
yeah.
I feel you.
So, like, yeah. Shout out to this dude. Thank you for having me.
Definitely. I appreciate it, and thank you for having me here as well. And you know, just being yourself too. You know, genuine vibes, good vibes, and that's what it's about. You know, I don't want people thinking like a certain image, because people like drama, people like stirring shit up, and at the end of the day, like, I'm not about that. So we had a good time, and I appreciate it to the fullest. Like I said, go snatch art, plug her stuff, go follow her, get her to 1,000 or 1,000 followers on Instagram. You know, but we gonna get it. We gonna get it. Followers don't mean nothing, but I'm saying go get her 1,000 followers who really fuck with her, because you know what we say on this channel, we don't do no fake love. Don't subscribe because you feel sorry, feel bad, or you're trying to be part of the clout monster. No, we do it because we genuinely do this shit. You guys know the deal though. Much love, like, subscribe, hit the bell right next to get all our videos on time. Much love. You guys know the deal. It's grind time, baby. We out.